my name is Kate. I run a little website called dateswithkate.com. A little less than 5 years ago, I ended a long relationship, and I decided to jump into the wild and dangerous waters of online dating. I did not know what the hell I was doing, and I wish that someone would have been around to give me a tip or two. So tonight, if you or anyone you know is interested in doing online dating, I'm going to give you some tips that I learned after meeting and dating over 100 men. So the first thing, you need to be ready. Probably everyone in this room has been in a marriage or a long-term relationship, and that's totally cool, but it needs to be over. You need to be an emotionally available dating candidate before you go anywhere near an online dating site. You do not want to be like the guy that I was totally digging him. We were eating dinner and having drinks, and he disclosed that not only was he still married, he was still living with his wife, and they kind of slept in the same bed. Or there was this fine candidate that we weren't even through the first round of drinks before he had his head in his hands and he was sobbing because he thought he should be home with his wife, giving that another chance and not out with me. And I was totally agreeing with him, let me tell you. So your pictures need to be real. You need to look like them. When your date walks in to meet with you, they should be able to recognize you from the pictures you put online. They should not be 5 years ago, 50 pounds ago, 5 haircuts ago. You should look like your pictures. You do not want to be like the poor girl that met one of my friends at a Starbucks, and she looked so different than what she put online. He pulled up her profile on his phone, showed it to her, and said, "You look nothing like this," and left. Or there's another girl that I know that met a guy at a bar, and he had completely lied. So while they ordered their drinks, she went to use the bathroom. She paid for her drink with the manager, and she left out the back door. So don't let that happen to you. One of the worst things that happens with online dating is what I call vending machine dating. And what happens is when you first join, you're going to get lots of replies and lots of people contacting you, and it's kind of overwhelming, and you tend to think of it as like a vending machine where you go back for a tasty treat after tasty treat after tasty treat. So don't do that. I warn against this. When you're out on a date, focus on the snack you're on the date with, because it might be the tasty thing you actually were in the mood for. But this is not a dating race. It's okay to have an ultimate goal of wanting to be married or have kids, but nothing smells worse on a date than desperation. So put your calendar away and your stopwatch and just relax and be on the date. But remember, this is the internet. It is a dangerous place. I don't think I need to tell you guys how sketchy it can be. In my dating career, I've been put in a headlock. I've been shown unprovoked and unsolicited nakedness and stalked in a grocery store parking lot. So be careful. You do not want to be this guy. He asked me for a second date, and after I politely declined, he decided to send me a long list of everything that was wrong with me. This was one of about 8 different items. So be careful. So you've decided, you've sifted through all of these profiles, and you actually have someone you want to meet. This is probably the most scary thing for most people, is the actual meeting the first time. So I have a few tips after meeting 1 or 100 different guys. So I have some tips. The first thing is I always have something that I'm doing after our date. It doesn't have to be something obnoxious like cleaning my cats or organizing my sweaters, but I just mention something I'm doing later, so if it's a total shit show, I can get out of there. I never go anywhere too crowded. I want to be able to find my date. I want to be able to have somewhere to sit. I want to be able to hear them. And most importantly, I want someone to be able to get us an alcoholic beverage and fast. And I always keep it simple. I always just meet for a drink or a cup of coffee. So again, if it is a shit show, I just can have that one beverage and get out of there. But if I like them, I can always stay around for another round of drinks or dinner or something else. Don't be a jerk. This seems like it'd be self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised. Be on time. Don't check your phone or your text. And please don't brag about all the sexual conquests that you have managed to have while you've been online. Happens. Remember, have fun. This is, you're not trying to wage world peace here or something. You're just going to meet someone that is quite possibly cute and quite possibly someone you want to see again. And just don't get your panties in a bunch and relax and have a good time. So you can read all of my stories of all of my wonderful dates at dateswithkate.com. I hope you've learned a thing or two, and good luck with love.